thank you to all the viewers who gave all that positive feedback about that first video. That was unexpected. Today I'm going to go into the bed and explain a little bit about what we didn't cover last time. And I'll start with the bed frame itself, which I made. And what you can see here is that it was made by 1.5 by 1.5 redwood. And I used some brackets to kind of reinforce the legs. And I measured the height of the bed so as to be compatible with the storage containers that go underneath. And surprisingly, it holds, there's a lot of storage underneath. The bed is 39 inches wide and 72 inches long, so it fits an average sized man. And this is a single bed width. So what that means is that it's comfortable for one, but would be pretty cramped for two.
Okay.
And the top of the bed is kind of a mishmash of 3/4 inch plywood, and so it's very strong. On top of that, I have some blankets to help absorb any moisture and to provide additional insulation for when it's cold. And then I have a semi-rigid foam cushion on top of that. It's called a shiki futon in Japanese, and it's really great for providing additional cushion that isn't being provided by the futon itself. The futon is a wool futon. I paid a lot for this, and it's really comfortable. Of course, on top of that, I've got a fitted sheet that goes on. Then I have the sheet that is on top of me. I have an old rectangular sleeping bag that I unzipped on top of that. And then I have 2 fleece blankets over the top of that, as well as this Mexican style cheapy blanket that I picked up for 11 bucks. That adds a little color to the inside of the van.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned that you picked up the top blanket for 11 bucks. Share with us, for those that might want to get the mattress like what you have, you know, what did you get that at Costco? Where do you get stuff like that?
Well, I actually got the futon at a futon specialty store, and that's what I would recommend.
Okay.
There's better selection there, and you can get what is most comfortable for you, and they usually have demos out on the floor where you can actually lay down on them and decide for yourself what works.
Okay, cool.
Then I also have a few pillows, just to so I can, you know, lay on the bed and read, or, you know, surf the net and be comfortable with my head up high enough. And let's see, I can't think of anything else to share about the bed.
I know something that you've shared with me about your bed that I think is pretty interesting. Sometimes you're parked on the road, or you've been parked on the road, and oftentimes when you park on the street, one side of your tires are sitting in the gutter, and so the van's at an incredible angle, and you had a really good way that you addressed that. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, thanks. I totally forgot about that. When it's low on one side, I have little 2x4 blocks that I can, because the bed is freestanding, I can shim the end of the bed, or either side of the bed, or the head of the bed, and then make it level that way, or more or less level, so that you can get through the night and be comfortable. And it's really simple to do.
It's a pretty good idea.
Thanks. Yeah, it's worked out well. I can't stress how important it is for a van dweller to have a comfortable bed. I would say that's number one. You'll spend a lot of time on the bed, so you want it to be comfortable.
Okay.
shall we move on then?
Yeah, what else did you want to talk about?
Well, for those that may be interested, would you like to know how I cook?
Sure.
I can give you the nickel tour about how I do that and clean up.
Should I come around the other side?
If you would, please.
Okay.